Welcome back to Goodnight Lighthouse. I'm Miss Dorothy and I'm here to read you another story. And I've got a book tonight about an interesting creature and a fun letter. This book is called Some Smug Slug. A slug? Ew. Some Smug Slug. This is a book about a slug who's a little smug. Smug means that he thinks he's better than everybody and he knows more than everybody and he doesn't listen very well. And every word starts with the letter S. Some, smug, slug. We're going to read a book about a smug slug and lots of other S words and find out what's going to happen to this smug slug when he doesn't listen. Are you ready to get inside this book with Miss Dorothy? Good. I need you to sit up and listen up because here we go.
Some Smug Slug, written by Pamela Duncan Edwards, illustrated by Henry Cole. One summer Sunday, while strolling on soil, with its antennas signaling, a slug sensed a slope. There's the slug, moving very slowly, but he can tell there's some kind of slope or hill coming up. Slowly the slug started up the steep surface, stringing behind it scribble sparkling like silk. Look, he leaves a trail behind him. It looks like silk. "Stop!" screamed a sparrow, shattering the silence. "Oh, why does the bird want the slug to stop?" "Save him!" shrieked a spider, scurrying down its strand. The spider's trying to stop the slug also, but he just keeps going. "Silly," sighed a swallowtail, swooshing through the spice bush. "Oh, that's a beautiful butterfly, and he thinks the slug's being silly. What's going on?" "Saphead," snickered a skink as its sapphire tail swished. With a shrug of its shoulders, on the slug sauntered. With a swagger, it slithered up, up, up the slant. The slug is not listening to all the other animals. "Show off," scolded a squirrel, storing nuts for the season. So sad," squealed a stink bug, shivering on a stem. They think he's being silly, and it's sad, and that he's showing off. What's he doing wrong, and why won't he listen? For one single second, in a sunbeam, it slumbered, and a sleek skin was so soft like shantug. Oh, now he's taking a little rest in the sunshine. Seldom swerving or straggling, or swaying or skewing, the smug slug shambled on. Look, in the grass, do you see that animal? That's a skunk. And then right next to the slug, there's two snails. Struggling up to the summit, the slimy slug smiled, a self-satisfied smile. Well, he's very proud of himself. In spite of sinister signs, it showed no suspicion. Uh-oh, why does that hill have an eye? I don't think it's a hill at all. Until something shifted and shuddered and shook. That sly, slippery slope was simply a sham. It's not a hill. Such a shock, such a shame. He's right on the edge of the frog's nose. Such a succulent slug. Oh, no.
Oh, no! He didn't listen and he got into a lot of trouble. He thought he was climbing a mountain and he thought he was so special and he was so proud. And he didn't listen to anybody. And it was not a mountain and it was not a hill. It was a frog. And frogs eat slugs. Ew! He should have listened to the warnings. And also, did you like this book? This book with all the letter S in it? I really like this. Look, it says, Somewhere in this story, did you see a skunk, a snake, a salamander, and 2 snails? All those animals start with the letter S. This was a good book. Not only was it a good story, it taught us a lot about the letter S. You know what? Now you can go to school tomorrow and you can tell your teacher all about the letter S. You can tell her that you learned all these words like skunk and snake and slug and salamander. That's a really big word. A word for a really big lizard. We had a lot of fun with this book. And if you tell your teacher all about the letter S, she's going to be so proud of you that you learned so much. So I hope you'll remember that tomorrow. And I hope you'll remember to do something else that will make your teacher very, very proud of you. Do you know what that is? Sure you do. Obey, and obey right away. And then come back and see Miss Dorothy, because I'm going to be sitting right here, ready to read another book to you. Bye!
Thanks for reading with Miss Dorothy. I hope you enjoyed this book, and I hope you'll come back soon to read another. What's your favorite book? Drop Miss Dorothy a note and let me know. I'll go find it, and I'll read it to you. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share. I'll see you soon.